So here we are, the most important milestone every week, which we are able to achieve because of the coordinated effort and the passion to learn from the committee members of Academy of Public Manual Therapists. Ever since they have taken over the responsibilities of secretary, treasurer, 100 years. We have Dr. Darshana with us, okay? And she started with the first Super Sunday webinar. And then we had Dr. Sharwani, who took the second webinar, and we have another than Dr. Pooja Digra today. And she is an exceptional, I can say, honest, okay? No, I know it. I don't know, okay? I will be able to do it, okay? Otherwise, no, it's tough for me, it's difficult, okay? At the same time, for students, anything, okay? So she's been a huge inspiration, okay? She's now as a teaching faculty lecturer at Jammu College of Physiotherapy, Jammu. And also her recent involvement in learning in the AOMPT in the packages and her contributions to the growth of AOMPT during this lockdown. She got promoted to the deputy chairperson of the executive committee, okay? And of course, with definitely pride and honor, I should tell that I was her teacher, okay? Rather than telling that she was my student, okay? I should tell that I was her teacher, okay? So Dr. Pooja's teacher, okay? And we are eager to listen to ma'am on this exercise testing and prescription in, okay? And we see in women's health perspective, okay? So it is a postnatal. So we are going to see what the best thing that we can do for the women after the childbirth, okay? So over to Dr. Pooja Digra and take over and go ahead with your presentation.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to all. Good evening and all. Thank you. Thanks to AMPT for inviting me as a resource person. Without wasting time, I shall move to my topic. My topic is exercise testing and wellness prescription post-pregnancy, or we say postnatal physical therapy. After the postpartum, there is a major role of the physiotherapy. Let us see. Postnatal period. Postnatal period is the term period following delivery during which mother body begins to recover and return to the normal. When the baby delivered, after that, mother returns to the normal. Less frequently used are the term puerperium or puerperal period. The WHO described the postnatal period as the most critical and yet the most negligent phase of the life of the mother, babies, most deaths occurring during this postnatal due to the postpartum hemorrhage. Now, there are a lot of the physiological changes occur after the postnatal period due to the adaptations of the various variations of body. Now, first of all, we discuss about the cardiovascular adaptation. Cardiovascular adaptation, and there is a changes occur in the cardiac output, heart rate, blood pressure, and plasma volume. During the pregnancy period, these changes can occur little increase according to the trimester. If first trimester it increased slightly up to the 10 to 20%, next trimester it increased up to the 50 to 20% more than third period is increased also. Of course, after the labor, there should be an increase 48 hours to 72 hours, it's highly increased. But it can be after the 72 hours when the baby is delivered normally and without any complication, it returns easily with the medical guidelines. And it is usually persists 3 to the 6 months after the postpartum period. Now there is a pulmonary adaptation. Increase respiratory rate, decrease the functional resistance capacity, increase the tidal volume, increase the minute ventilation and respiratory alkalosis. The major role in which the physiotherapy plays, musculoskeletal adaptation. In this, women gain weight during the pregnancy, and after the postpartum, women might be there is a lot of the complication occurs. The major complication is the postpartum depression, or say a blue baby depression. Okay, how can reduce the weight? How can protect ourselves in this period? Women gain the weight after the postpartum, and in this there is a lot of the posture changes occur, like head forward posture, protected shoulders, and there is a typical lordosis occur, which is leads to the COG beyond the foot and does not longer fall under the foot. That will lead the movement that way to compensate the or to maintain the equilibrium. In this, there is also a low back pain occurs, and there is a ligamental laxity occur. Ligamental laxity occur due to the physiological changes occurring during the pregnancy due to the hormonal impact, like estrogen, progesterone, relaxin. They impact the result after the postpartum period, and this is leads to the decrease the passive joint mobility as well as the stability. There is a chances of the strain and strain. Another is nutrition requirement. Energy, of course, after postpartum, energy requirement is important, because mother giving the breast feeds to the intermittent to the baby. There is a thermoregulatory control changes occur. Increase the metabolic demands to the exercises. There is a variation of the BMR also, and it leads to the heat dissipation. There is also GIT adaptation after postpartum. Mother complain constipation, heartburn, may need a smaller meal. A lot of the breast changes occur due to the increase in the hormone estrogen and progesterone. Women feel colostrum. Colostrum is the yellowish fluid that occur after the delivery during the postpartum period. Women might be confused. It's not helpful for the baby, but it's very helpful for the baby and consumed until unless as much as possible. Because in this, there is a development of the antibodies to the baby, and due to the traditional values of our India, lot of the grandparents might be thinking this is not important for the woman, and they use the bottle feeding and also use the spoon feeding by men. There is a lot of the changes of the reproductive organ. Involution of the reproductive organ occurs till the 6th week. Involution of the reproductive means all the organs, like the major thing in the uterus, comes to the normal after the delivery. There is a vaginal discharge called as a lochia, and there is a bowel and bladder changes, atonic bladder, abdominal changes, flabby abdomen, skin, linea alba, psychological adaptation, postpartum depression, and blue babies. Here I'm going to focus on the abdominal muscle, because this muscle has played a major role during the pregnancy. As we all see, there is a transverse abdominis. It locates under the oblique and the deepest muscles and wraps around the abdominal muscles and provide the protection as well as the stability. Internal oblique, another muscle. It comes under the external oblique and running in the opposite direction, both the sides, right and left. Another is external oblique. It lies front and the later of the abdomen. The major muscle in really specifically, I like this muscle, rectus abdominis muscle, or we say six-pack muscle. It grow upward, or we say it go upward up to the different sternum and below from the pubic symphysis. Let us see little example of during normal. These are the normal image when the women are not pregnant. Okay, and this is the after pregnancy. You have to see here how the rectus abdominis changes. It gets stretched and it forms a fibrous connective tissue, that fibrous sheet and blend and provide aponeursis, and it helps to grow or give a baby to develop. Rectus rectus abdominis play an important role to give a baby to grow. Now, the major role of the assessment. The role of the assessment initially in a acute phase, there is a lot of, you have to take a major assessment. You have to, while a little bit focus when the patient comes to, you have to assess any respiratory problem or chest congestion or any secretion. Also look for the DVT, Hoffmann signs. In this, you have to look the DVT. Also looking for the this one scarring of, and also there is a epistomy or cesarean section. Assess the diastasis recti. We will later discuss this one. Of course, this is not seen. It's given only history. Is there any prolapse or not? And there is also rule out the history of the breast encouragement, because might be women had difficulty to perform the exercises. You should take the also subjective assessment. You have to go for the general history, chief complaint, present history, medical history, or surgical history when the patient comes. The major thing is the GPLS. GPLS is what you have to take the gestational history, whether the baby deliver during the full time of the gestation or before or after. You have also take the parietal history. Is there any miscarriage or there should be a differences in the pregnancy or not? You should also go for the labor history, the duration of the labor. You should also go for the abortion history, how many times it got for aborted or not. You also take the history of the stillbirth. Is there any baby to go for the stillness or not? You take the personal history, socio-economic history. Another objective assessment. Objective assessment, you have to observe the posture, abdomen, type of the incision, skin discoloration, scars over the abdomen, umbilical or inguinal hernia, perineum, vaginal discharge, prolapse. On palpation, you have to rule out the tenderness, any protrusions. The major thing on examination, it's assessment always varies from patient to patient. There is not a strict rule to carry out these assessment also. They can be a vary from patient to patient. You should take the history of the vitals. You should examine the diastasis rectus, incontinence, prolapse, pain scale. Also, you have to assess any swelling on the peripheries and make the problem list. And based on the problem list, maintain the list aim and goal. The major is assessing for the red flag. The mnemonic is bubbler. As we earlier told, you have to say breast. Breast, is there any tenderness or encouragement or mastitis? Is there any history? You rule out the ureter, bladder and bowel movements. Also, you have to see any epistomy there. You have to see lochia discharge, emotional response of the mother. Now, diastasis recti. In this, you have to assess the, I have no model, but I have this toy, Zuzu. Here we little bit define to you. You have to assess the diastasis recti. How to assess? You have to take 3 fingers and put in this one umbilical above and before. If the as I mentioned the grading, if your finger dip or go 1 to 2 centimeter, it should be a normal. If greater than 2 fingers, it is moderate, and greater than the 4 fingers, it should be a severe. It will help to planning the assessment. Now, telltale sign for the postnatal exercises. Telltale sign is playing the major role while prescribing the exercises or doing the exercises. You have to examine during the exercises, is there any history of the incontinence? Is there any coning of the belly? You here see there is a coning of the belly. Coning, it's type of the flabby abdomen, and you need to focus more because coning occurs due to the weakness of the abdominal muscles. You have to see there is a pelvic pain or pelvic pressure during the exercise and modify according to the patient. Common struggle for the mom, or we say complication or problems. Flabby abdomen, peripheral swelling, blue babies, mastitis or breast engorgement, back pain, pelvic floor dysfunction, urinary or fecal incontinence, pain in the epidural site, varicose vein, loss of the libido, diastasis recti abdominis, future pain, cesarean or episiotomy. Now, the major thing is wellness prescription or exercise prescription. Before prescribing the exercise prescriptions, you have to rule out all the assessments. This is not a strict rule. You have to prescribe this exercise prescription, but it should be based upon the ACM, as said, fitness principle. Exercise prescription is also vary from patient to patient according to the ACM also. They just gave a general guidelines. You have to follow this, but you have to vary from the patient to patient. And during this prescription of the exercises, physical activity framework, regardless of the purpose, like basic health or recreational pursuit or competitive activity. Because if we are talking about the competitive activities like sports, okay, or we say another example, obesity, it can be vary from the problem list. Sports needs a high intensity exercise, obesity is need a low intensity exercise. So it's based on the patient to the patient. And these prescriptions based upon the FIT principles according to the ACM, frequency, intensity, type, time. Additionally, when you are focusing the frequency, intensity, type, and time, you should progress the intensity. It's also based on the patient to the patient. Now, basic exercise prescription for overall health and well-being according to the American College of the Sports Medicine. The type of exercises prescribed after the postpartum is aerobic exercise like walking, swimming, resistance exercise, flexibility exercises. And the intensity is control of intensity, rather precise limit is often desirable at the beginning of the exercise program. Moderate exercise 3 to the 4 minutes for any activity that is equivalent to the difficult to brisk walk. 60 to 90% of the maximum heart rate, 15 to 85% of either maximum oxygen uptake or heart rate reserved for pregnancy as well as the postpartum using the rate of the perceived exertion scale. In this we say, whenever you have prescribed the intensity of the exercise, you should rule out whether the patient can be do the met according to the box scale, or you should also use the stock test. Stock the woman how much intensity she needs during the exercises, because it varies from patient to the patient. According to the box scale, as we know, 9 is a very light, 11 is a light, and so much. You should follow this scale and manage the exercises according to the woman. Now, duration of the exercise, according to the ACM, duration of the exercise is the 150 minutes, or we say 2 for and 30 minutes. But sometimes it's difficult. Women can't do this exercise. It takes the multiple rest periods during the exercise. So according to the ACM, it's also vary from the woman to woman. Another one is the frequency of the exercise. Exercise aims at health and well-being. So you should take care of the frequency of the exercise. If woman is not doing the 7 days or continuous, you should focus on the 3 to 4 days. It depends upon the woman to woman. Now, postnatal goal. As here I am mentioned, go and study wins the race. This is for both therapists as well as patients or versus women. because this is a difficult task for both, especially for the woman. After the postpartum, there is a lot of the complications. Woman is not ready for the exercises. If the woman is a sedentary lifestyle or she not develop the exercises during the pregnancy, then little bit difficult for that. That's why I have write the quote here: slow and steady wins the race. It's not hurry. Today all our exercises type there. If woman is coming to first day, you should focus on the, if they are not ready for the exercises, you should focus on the counseling, because counseling is also play a major role. You have to focus on the motivation of the woman, because motivation helps to therapists as well as the women how to increase your exercise, how to boost up your exercises. Uh, there are the 5 E's that play the major role in the postnatal goal. The education, as we earlier told, there is a motivation level. Also, counseling is enhance the women to developing the exercises, establishing the breastfeeding, educate the woman how to breastfeed, teach about the different position of the breastfeeding, exercises, and give ergonomic advices, enhancing the mental health. The benefits of the postnatal exercises: help restore the muscle strength to form up the body, make her less tired because it raises the energy level and improve your sense of the well-being. It's necessary take a multiple rest during the exercises, because we have to aim less tired the woman. Promote the weight loss, improve cardiovascular fitness, restore muscle strength, condition your abdominal muscles, improve your mood, relieve stress, and help postpartum depression. When to start the postnatal exercise? This is a major question during the postpartum period. After the 6th week of the birth, woman can start the postpartum physiotherapy rehabilitation. But some studies say it can be started after the 2 weeks. Many of the sports activities, there are the few examples, started after the 2 weeks of the postpartum. If you have a cesarean birth or little complication or difficult, as the woman feel comfortable, then decide it. It's not a hard and fast rule to starting the after the 2 week or after the 6th week. If you did not exercise during pregnancy, then start the exercise slowly, and then move to the harder one. Professional advices and the rehabilitation. This, I have mentioned here according to the weeks. During the 0 to 3 weeks, after the birth of the baby, we have to recommend rest and ice for 1 to 2 weeks, and it is easily available, the most comfortable, because after the delivery, women has a lochia, that is a vaginal discharge, and there is a uterus content. It is little different from the normal menstruation cycles, so that the woman during the first pregnancy, women face a little difficulty to move out the even walking. After the 24 hours, you have to start the rest and icing. As we know, icing helps to reduce the pain and swelling, because women go the episiotomy or cesarean, then it helps to decrease the spasm of the muscles. It is highly recommended in the acute stages. Then after that, you have to move the walking, postnatal core exercises, deep breathing exercises, pelvic floor exercises. After the 3 to 8 weeks, when the woman achieves actively to participate, then recommended the first you have to postnatal checkup if woman faces any difficulty. Then women encouraged to group exercises, returning to the gym or personal training. In this majorly, we have to focus on the walk, gym programs, maintain the posture, use light weights, and there is strictly there is no breath holding during the exercises. It will cause little pain if the woman is a cesarean section. Postnatal abdominal and pelvic floor exercises will intensity increase as we 0 to 3 weeks. Now, low impact aerobic and postnatal classes also. Low intensity aqua exercises. Uh, if the woman is not bleeding or we say not lochia discharge, then recommended aquanatal exercise. Before this, you have to check the separation of the diastasis recti because it will not strengthen the woman to taking a participate in this exercise. It will little feel weak or harder to perform these exercises. 8 to 12 weeks after the postnatal, then increase the intensity and weight. Then postnatal core and post pelvic floor exercises mainly focuses. After 12 to 16 weeks, postnatal abdominal and pelvic floor muscle testing prior to return a higher impact exercises or any sports activity like running, badminton, any sports exercises, because when you are doing the sternus activity, need to do whole assessment. No, then in this you have to major focus the core strength and pelvic floor strengthening also, because if patient is any symptom or he has or she has developed a little weakness in the core, you should train first, then move to the another exercises. After 16 weeks postnatal, return to the previous activity as the woman as the normal. Then develop the control of the pelvic floor muscles, and additionally ongoing any pre and postnatal, if complication is there, you have to focus on that complication first. You have to manage that complication with the different exercises, then progress to the sternus or to the high intensity exercises. If patient is any vaginal heaviness or back pain or urine loss during and after exercises, then it should be to slow down the exercises. It's not recommended if during the 16th week might be patient feel these thinking because of the huge weakness of the abdominal muscles. They should be engaged in the group classes and provide the physical, emotional, and social benefits. And during the group, also you have to plan the individual exercises, because might be there is a one woman cannot perform the at much level when the another woman is performed. So you should focus on the group classes. In this group classes, we need to the type of the classes we have to conduct it, good environment, and experience the diversity of the physiotherapists, take the participants as soon as much possible itself, ability to monitor and modify the each individual exercises in the group setting. Nutrition and hydration environmental consideration also play a major role, because exercise and lactation are the compatible in the post period and provide the adequate calories are consumed and hydration is maintained. So nutrition is important. Mother should be take at least 300 calories per additional as she is consumed before that. And also the major thing, encourage to women wear a non-restrictive clothing, loose bras, because multiple times the woman needs to breastfeeding. Now there is a little exercises I have to mention here. Educate the breastfeeding, the important and the foremost thing during the acute stage. You have to this thing, cross cuddle position, cradle position, simple sideline cradle position, inverted sideline, crossover hold, laid back position, on the pillow, cuddles, football hold, silent position. Lot of the different position, because if the women or the cesarean section, they need to the extra support or supplementage during the this thing. Here I am showing the only the images of the woman and the children, but family members also play a major role, especially father. Father also helps the baby how to engage the baby with the woman. Like you have to sometimes the women are not able to pick up the correctly position of the baby, might be due to the fear, or might be the postpartum depression, might be, or cesarean pain, or muscle pain due to the delivery. So that you have to also suggest the father different positioning. Like if there's a very little head of the baby, you have to choose, like educate the woman, take baby head your arm, and your forearm is using back and butt, okay, like this. And then after that, another hand, ask the father to support the this thing, or like this, father to ask the hold the baby head, and another one is butt or gluteal region and legs, and then baby mouth touch the nipples of the breast of the mother. Then it will help the baby and mother to safety during the cesarean section as well as the normal. Exercise to tone up the abdominal muscles. Here, the mainly for the pelvic floor muscles. Here in this image, giving a feedback by the therapist how to breathe after the pregnancy. Okay, he placed the hand over the abdomen and suggests the baby, mother how to breathe. Uh, give instruction to the patient. Inhale, then after that, note down the abdomen, the way go inside or upside during the inspiration and the expiration. When the patient learns inspiration and expiration, then after that, you have to move a little difficult task. Here, mother, raise your head. After that, raise the upper thorax as well as the upper extremity during the bending of the knee. Now, posture correction. In this, we have to focus is the different type of the stretching. As the mother, you have sit on the pillow and stay back and place your hand with, back of the head and do the little stretching like flexion, extension, sporting, or range of the motion exercises every side of movement. And also go for the arm stretching, different, and also suggest for the little, because during the pregnancy shoulder get the protected, and during sitting you have to go for the retraction of the shoulder little like this. After that, you have to teach the neck stretches also sideways during the sitting. When the mother gets little benefits of these exercises or progressing to the walking and standing, then go for the different stretches like pectoral stretches, and also provide the corset if the mother face little difficulty. In this image, in this image, woman showing the toilet activity. When the woman went to the toilet, they complained, I have feeling a little pain in the abdomen or cesarean or due to the epistomy. Then teach the woman, you have to little forward, okay? Don't be sit the straight. Then place a towel or anything at your abdomen and try to deface it. And take a time, because due to the constipation, it leads to the pain in the muscles. Now you have to, there is a lot of the different strengthening exercises. I'm little demonstrate the practical. Am I visible? Yes, sir.
You can close the file. You can close the file
Okay,
so that you will be visible in the big screen.
sir.
Again, you can put the file after the demo. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Stop the screen sharing. Stop the screen sharing. Yeah.
Okay.
That center. Yes. Yeah. There's
Am
a
I visible?
beautiful mat for the pediatric therapy.
Okay. I'm here showing the exercise for the gym wall or vestibular wall. First at all, you have to, before prescribing any exercises, we all forget the warm-up because it's a necessary to maximum the heart rate according to the ACM. You have to do the not too much like a gym. You have to just put on the joint to mobilize only like this. Okay. Take a little bit up. Okay. Next movement. Go down as much as the woman feels comfortable. Don't go too much because cesarean might be put of pain. Okay. Then side stretches as much as possible. That means main focus is on the warm up the before you have to prescribe the exercises. Now take a ball, then show like little movement sideways. Okay. Go downward. If pain is there, it provides the feedback. Hope so, all visible. Now, little difficult task when you have to do this thing. First, ask the woman sitting like this posture as he feels comfortable. If women are not sitting properly due to the epistomy, then you have to place a little towel under the gluteal region. Then move up, down, move up, down, as like this, sideways. This movement occurs on the back as well as the upper extremity. While doing these exercises, we are focusing on the also breathing pattern because our major role is that to activate the pelvic floor muscles or the core muscles. While go up, inhale, come down, exhale. Then little difficult task. Take a little this ball and after that lean backward. Okay, in this back play a major role. Like this, then also woman lift up, then lift up, inhale, come down, exhale, inhale. Okay, like this you have to play this movement. But during the initiation of the movement, you have to inhale. After that, progress to the little more difficult. Spine, ask the woman to spine. Then this ball move upward. Use the upper extremity. Exhale. Inhale. Okay. Then progress to the little up. Lift your upper back as much as possible. In this, our abdominal muscles activate. After that, you have to take this ball like this. And after that, ask the patient, inhale first, coordinate with the movement, raise one leg. Oof. After that, while doing this, alternated movement of hand and leg. After that, you have to take this, lift your upper back, then alternate leg. While performing these exercises, you have to perform remember, if cesarean section is there, then you have to provide the extra support with the help of the towels or any corset. Or we are using the taping also. Then after achieving this movement, first to teach the woman how to perform the movement in the sideline. Here, on elbow, one hand is your on elbow, another is your knee, hip and knee slightly flexion. If woman is extended, then there is no problem. But if we are flexed a little, then our abdominal muscle get relaxed. Now ask the woman, take your hand in and up, in and up. Teach up this movement, and after that, use the ball like this. Might be it's difficult for the woman. You have to also give a force like this. After that, little progress to the difficult task. Take a ball, then slightly on knee positioning, then go back on your foot. After that, ask the woman, stretch your arms or as well as the back with ball. Then go back also. Now add the little difficult movement like this. Women also push up, okay, as much as she can do on kneel positioning. Once the woman learn, also you have to squat position with ball. First, you have to give instruction to women how to perform the squat. Squat, should be a difference between the squat and the sit-up. During squat, you have to, your knee should not go beyond the great toe. Like this, as a woman, you go like this. Knee should beyond the great toe. And perform these exercises with ball. Like this. And as the woman go down, she feels little stress on your abdomen. Very light and gentle movement should be there. Now next is these are the few exercises with the gym wall. Next exercises, there are the few little exercises with the Thera band. First should be a little exercises with arm movement. This is your resistance stand. Okay. Give away little from your chest, then come backward. While you go the away, then inhale. Involve the little back movements. Little bit, flex your knee and then raise your both hands up. Or we say you have to, this is particular for the bicep along with the little back lordosis maintain. Like this, you have to perform the also extension. That means triceps also. Now, in sitting, as a woman feel comfortable, it should be not restricted that need to be a whole extension. Might be a woman a little difficulty due to the cesarean section. There is a load on the pelvic muscle, so there might be a little flexion should be there. Then you have to pull up towards your chest. Now, in pelvic floor strengthening, you have to focus on the different angles. Like this, I am performing first this angle. After that, I am moving the little up. Perform single leg also. Now then move. In this, I am little involve the back like this. As a woman, push up this, sorry, pull up this, and after then lean backwards. Now, then in spine. As a movement, the movement should be like this. Raise your upper back as much as possible. This is for the pelvic floor strengthening. Take up a straight leg and upper back go up. These are the few exercises with the TheraBand. Now next a little bit about the Pilates. I'm not demonstrating all due to the shortage of the time. Little bit I am focusing on the concept. Now, first we have to stretch little adductors. Then, in Pilates, the major role is the breathing. Okay, coordinate the breathing with the movement. It helps to improve the flexibility as well as coordination and the balance. Now, after this, as a woman, take a deep breath and go lean backward. Hold it. After that, another one is touch the corner of the mat while lean backward little. Another, move little back and hold like this. Another one, like this. In spine, focus on the pelvic floor or abdomen. You have to move. Rock the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale and exhale. During the initiation of the movement, inhale and relax the movement, exhale. You might be you are not saying full movement. I'm rocking my pelvic like this. After that, flex the knee at 90 degree or as much as the woman feel comfortable. Then again rocking with this. Now, take up, focus on your pelvic floor contraction, rock, hold, then relax. Hold, relax. Now, on bed, like this, then after that, take a breath. Now, exhale. Now, in this, you have to involve also knee because you have to move the full flattest position. You have to train the in between all the muscles. Then take a back up, down, exhale. After then, when the movement achieves this, then little difficult. Like this, you have to maintain like this position, hold flat position, breathe in, hold for the few seconds, then relax. If movement not comfortable for this, then you have to shift little knee flexion, then these are the few practical demonstrations. Also, all are knowing this position. Now I am sharing my slides. My screen is visible.
Yes, visible, visible.
Okay. I have told the these position also. These are the few steps in this you have to perform also Theraban. When the woman achieve the easy movement with the Theraban, after that you have to move the difficult task. Now, equinatal therapy. Equinatal therapy play a major role in nowadays. Women can use the equinatal therapies. In this, buoyancy force play a major important role. Equatherapy. This provides the weightless movement to the women and helps to cope up the different exercises if they are little feeling difficult to the land exercises. These are taping technique. Quick demonstration. These are the tapes. At the last, I will explain this. These are the taping technique we are using in the postnatal period. First, you have to rule of the diastasis examination. Then after that, apply the taping. In this, there is a 2 I-shaped taping from pubic symphysis to the xiphoid sternum. After then, there is another 2 taping up and below the umbilicus to support that. And taping play a major role in the activation of the muscles as well provide that circulation to the tissue and helps to prevent the further injury. These are the bags. In this, there is a Kavli move towards the cranial. Exercises with mummy and the me. That means mother will also exercise with the babies. Pilates, as I told, postnatal yoga also play a major role in this. Kegel exercises. Kegel exercises. This is for the pelvic floor muscles. In this, first tight your anus. The step one is tight your anus. As the person or patient tight your anus, you have to see my finger movement. Ask the person how to tight the anus. Like this, squeeze inside. Then relax. If they are guiding with this thing, then little bit it emphasize on the movement with the hand movement. Okay, after that, you have to focus on the vagina movement. Ask the patient to do a vagina squeeze, then relax. Then after that, both are coordinated movements. Squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. 8 to 10 Kegel exercises up to the 10 seconds is enough for the patient, and in between the rest is necessary because prevent the fatigue. If perineal pain is there, this is a complication. Perineal pain is there, then give the rest, eyes, pelvic floor muscle exercises and TENS. Circulatory problem is there, varicose vein, vigorous dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, pressure stocking, like with the leg raises. If edema is there, ankle toe movement, raising legs, pressure stocking. If wound care, then IIR, laser, cooling gel, sit bath, cleansing of the wound, hygiene. Now special focus on the special population, sports population. In this very important, if we are prescribing the exercises after the postpartum, during the sports activities, you have to need high intensity exercises according to the ACM. There is no straightforward rule for when the woman should return to the sport after a few weeks. It's vary from the woman to the woman. For example, this one, 2011 Boston Marathon runner, Kara Gosher. They set a record as a 5th level, and she won the medal. After 7 months of the delivery, she joined the sport because during the pregnancy, she is also doing the exercises. After that, she regains the earlier as much as soon during the exercises as well as the postpartum exercises. Another example is the Sarah Bronstein to the America. In this, women called as a Rana Ma'am. She ran 10 miles before the 10 days of the your labor. But after delivery, she cannot return as soon as due to the lot of the competition. So that on the person-to-person and person-to-person activities. Special tests based on the women who are done the sedentary life or in the sports activity. It's vary from the person to the person. Another is the obesity. According to the ACM, obesity needs a lower intensity and short duration progressive exercises routine. Because due to the might be there is a gestational diabetes along with the obesity, lot of the reasons. So you should take care of these things. Stress coping strategies. How to cope up after the postpartum, including birth partner, virtual classes. Engage the partner as soon as possible because during the first day of the pregnancy, it's necessary to engage the partner. Adequate planning session, divide the day of the rest, working hard hobbies, teaching the relaxation exercises, music therapy, imaginary techniques, encourage aerobic activity, stay away from the negativity. Reason to the stop exercises. Exercises, shortness of the breath, chest pain or palpitations, painful uterine contraction, calf pain, vaginal bleeding, excessive fatigue, abdominal pain, particularly back or pubic pain, muscle weakness, sudden calf or swelling in the ankle and face. These are some reasons to stop the exercises. And the major thing is while you performing the any exercises or prescribing the any exercises, you should take a history in between the women. Is there any vaginal bleeding during the exercises or no? Is there any urine leakage? If there is, then advises to consult
So we had a full session of practical demonstration combined with explanation with the slide also, presentations. So participants who have questions, you can just text. Immediately I can unmute you. Okay. And then I think now as you are telling about the coordinated action, okay, the core stability with pelvic floor, and some are static, then some are dynamic for the pelvic floor also. Okay, like if you keep the small physio ball between the thighs, it will become static for the pelvic floor. The same if leg we are maintaining with the TheraBand, or we are doing squeezing action, okay, with the TheraBand to adduct, that will become an dynamic. And then with the static of pelvic floor, then dynamic of extremity, then with the static of upper abdominals, then dynamic of the pelvic floor. Okay. So, and you demonstrated that oblique chain, okay, like right upper limb and left lower limb together. And it was good that you incorporated different approaches like TheraBand, ball, also Pilates, okay, and also trying to see in terms of warm up and cool down, in order to keep monitoring whether it is a heart rate monitoring or it is perceived exertion, okay, whichever the woman, depending upon if it's a cardiac history is there, then we can use perceived exertion. If there is no cardiac history, then definitely we can use the heart rate, okay, the pulse itself as we are monitoring. So we're integrating exercise prescription also and the methods of intervention, everything. Okay, so it was, you covered it very comprehensively. Do we have any questions? Dr. Ritu ma'am is finally on the screen. Do you have any questions, ma'am? And I will unmute.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, my question is, if the delivery is C-section, that time because of the anesthesia and the most of the females suffer with the lower back pain. And when the delivery is normal deliver, then they have the problem for uterus prolapse. You're getting my point, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. That's why during the pregnancy, antenatal exercises is very important to prevent the uterine prolapse or uterus prolapse. That's why sedentary women, or we say sportsmen, or we say normal women, there is a lot of the difference each individual categories. So during the pregnancy, you should focus on the intensity of the different kind of the exercises. Because every trimester has a different changes. During the third semester, you have to put less exercises but more repetition according to the ACM phase. Then if you are preventing the day saying, you have to, the major role to play antenatal exercises. Is there
Thank you.
any more question, ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Nadira, she has the query next. She has to come on screen, yeah? Is she?
After how many days we can start exercises?
Ma'am, it depends on the patient. Usually after 24 hours, you have to start the mild exercises like deep breathing. Because
Okay.
if the patient went to the surgery, then there is a difficulty in the like coughing or sneezing. You have to prescribe the first, you have bracing, simple movements. After that, you have to focus on the breathing exercises. After that, if the patient doing these exercises comfortably, then no need to be add the walking. Like this, you have to little add on the exercises.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
I think she unmuted the video, but she didn't come on the screen. No, it was dark only. I was not able to see. Were you able to see?
No, sir, dark is there.
No, yeah. She was playing hide and seek. Any other queries do we have? To hearing more and more topics and more to explore the wealth of knowledge and the passion to share the knowledge, especially from Dr. Pooja. Her especially the effort to do the self demonstration, it's definitely highly appreciated. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Many of the times the resource persons will keep models. Okay, they'll try to do it on the model. They don't do themselves. Okay. As a teacher, when you are explaining and you're talking and you are also doing on yourself, it's a virtue. It's a blessing. Okay. So upgrade more and looking forward to more and more sessions. Can't say on behalf of AOMPD, okay, because it's also part of AOMPD
Thank you,
committee
sir. Thank
itself.
you so much
So
giving
good
me
luck to you.
opportunity to this slot.
Keep rocking.